Approaching girls in the gym as a guy is tough. Let's be real. So I actually brought in my friend Sarah.
Hi guys.
So I could ask her questions related to the subject. So, very first question I have for Sarah is, what's your first impression of a guy who approaches you at the gym?
Honestly, it really depends how they approach you. I'd most likely say don't approach us while we're mid-set, because it'll just go
That's so
downhill
annoying.
from there.
Okay.
It's happened and it's just a no-go, man. But seriously, just be yourself. The thing is like when you're surrounded by like-minded people in the gym, obviously you will have that
Wait,
attraction.
before you continue, actually,
Yeah.
I want to touch on what you just said. You're right.
Yeah.
Even when anyone approaches me, I'm not a girl, but even when someone tries to approach me mid-set, I find it rude.
Seriously,
I
yeah,
find it
because
rude,
you're not
like,
like
what the hell?
respecting your limit.
Honestly, if someone was to do that to me now, I would actually ignore them.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't exactly ignore that.
I would straight up ignore that.
I'd be pretty stern.
Have you ever been put off by a guy's approach, and what happened?
Oh God.
Like,
Okay.
name me one if you can think at the top of your head.
100%. All right. As soon as you said that, I'm like, I know exactly which one.
What is
Okay. So I once was mid-set, and then I saw this guy staring at me from the corner of my eye. But obviously, I've been going to this gym for many years, so eventually people start talking, they see each other, and then eventually they'll gear up. I guess the confidence to come and talk to you.
So he's been staring at you for a while now. It's not that one time.
Yeah, but it's not really someone that I've had an interest in, just because I already knew like the demeanor the person had, and I was like, that's not really something that fits in what I'm looking for. But moral of the story, he comes up to me and he goes, hey, I've been working out abs, and lifts his shirt up. I was like, bro.
That's fucking annoying.
I was like,
How old was this guy?
I don't even know
He had to
his
be like
age.
50. So he came up to you and
No, this guy, okay, well, he was within our age range.
Okay.
But I was just like,
he showed you his abs.
absolutely
You just
not.
raised up his shirt. And
Yo,
showed
he
his
got up and he's just like, hey,
what did
in
he
front of me. I was like, okay, like, nice.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I work my abs hard. I was like, yeah, so does everyone else here. Like, I'm like, good to know.
Did
like,
he say anything after that? Did he?
Oh yeah, like full on dead ass conversation, and then asked me out. I was like, to be honest, I'm
Oh
not
God, he
interested.
feeling. That's such a feeling. Guys, don't ever come up to a girl you're interested
No.
in the gym and flex. a muscle group.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'm
That's
like-
like the quickest way to get shut down.
It's like he's overconfident. That's
No,
what
I
would say.
wouldn't call that confident. I would call that cockiness.
Yeah, that's probably confidence. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
That's fine.
confidence is sexy, okay?
Yeah,
So
no, you're right.
guys, if you have the confidence, like, even, you won't always like have the person that'll say yes off the bat. If like you do, then that's great, but don't lose confidence off of that, especially if the person, like, you've approached them in a nice way. But if you're gonna approach them in that sense, don't be surprised if you're gonna get like shut down.
Alright, on to the next. What's your take on guys who give unsolicited advice or help? So they come up to you and they try to like correct your form. I'll tell you what I think, but I don't want to like encourage what they're gonna say. So I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
If you're going up to a girl to correct her form, she's gonna feel like shit.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
that's not a way to like approach a girl. But what do you think? I feel like I kind of like.
Not at all.
So you don't mind it? Tell me your truth. Tell me.
No,
what you
no,
think.
I do mind it, but I'm just saying, like, no, like, not at all, like, in a sense where I wouldn't mind someone coming up and telling me, like, how my technique is or how I'm deadlifting, like.
So if he comes up to you and tells you it's like bad, you'd be okay with that?
No, I wouldn't be okay
Yeah,
with it.
okay,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. No, I wouldn't be okay with it. Like, I'd be caught off guard, and I'd be in a state where I'm like, okay, this guy's kind of rude. Obviously, you don't want people to injure themselves in the gym. So if you go up to them, there's a certain way that you could approach it.
Maybe I'd go up to her and be like, hey, how long have you been training for? I
Yeah,
don't know,
at
maybe you
least
could,
like start up a conversation
Yeah.
at first, and then
maybe you could.
be like, hey, like, would you mind if I can give you like a couple pointers? Or it really depends how you
You have to.
put up the conversation.
Yeah, and you have to like base it on how she replies to you. Maybe she might just be like stern or be like. The way she speaks to you, maybe she just doesn't want you to speak to her. So it depends on
Yeah.
how she replies. Okay, guys, so there's a way to approach girls when you're trying to give them advice. You don't just like straight up like, be like this is wrong, this is what you gotta do. Like, nah. Has there ever been a time where you were happy with the guy's approach And if so, what happened? How did he approach you when you were happy with it?
Yeah, I'd say there are a couple times where it wasn't too bad.
Could you think of a time?
Yeah, so actually when I was in Spain, there was this guy that just came up to me and was like, oh, like, are you like waiting for the squat rack? And I was like, yeah, I've been waiting for a hot minute and whatnot. And just got into like the whole conversation. So a good point is like if you do want to approach someone you're into or
So was he
slightly
into
keen.
you? Was he into you?
Yeah,
Okay, he was into you.
we ended up like grabbing coffee afterwards.
How did he show interest? Did he ask you for your number after like?
Yeah, so I asked for my number, or Instagram, and
What topics do you think works best for initial conversations at the gym? I guess we just kind of talked about one, but is there any other conversations you could think of? Like when a guy approaches you, like, is there a certain conversation or conversations you think would work best on you?
yeah, actually, this was like just like friendly conversation wise, but there was someone at my old gym that approached me and complimented me on something, you know, or, other than typical guys being, yo, nice glutes or like nice quads, you know,
Okay.
very typical.
So wait,
but like,
was this compliment like on something that's not your body? What was the compliment? Do you remember what he
no, so like the compliment was like on my body, but it was something that just astounded me in like a good way because I didn't expect that. The guy was just like, hey, like, you know, like really great form, but like you have a nice 3D back. I was like, bro, I never
Okay.
heard that. And I've been working my ass off to work
So
on
he
my
gave
upper
you
body.
like that sounds like a double whammy, double compliment. You was like nice form, then it led to like upper body
yeah.
compliment.
So yeah, it's both physical and also the fact that like
Honestly,
my
now that I
mental
think
like
about
aspect.
it,
Yeah.
if I was to approach a girl in the gym, I would try to compliment her on her upper body muscle group. Because girls tend to focus on lower body. So if you compliment them on her upper body, like muscle group, like your back, I feel like they would like it.
Yeah,
It all depends.
I love that.
It
I
all
agree
depends.
because I
But,
love
like,
working back.
It's weird going up to like if a guy came up to you and be like, hey, nice glutes. So like, how do you feel about it? Actually,
Well, I feel
would you
like
be?
you're like soliciting her more sexually.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's weird. It's
and,
so yeah.
and you know
can't,
you're
like,
already at the gym. You know people are checking you out like for your physique
Yeah.
wise. Everyone's trying to get better like with their physiques or mind whatever you're going into gym
Yeah,
for. But
I also think.
I think that's the best approach that you can have, or even like technique, or hey, you know, like, you know, oh, squat shoes.
Or, like,
what's the
what-
best? What's the best
what-
shoes to use for
What do
squatting?
you think about if like someone was to compliment you on your fit, like your gym fit? Do you like that or not? Like you'd be like, hey, like I like your gym fit. It looks nice on you. Where is it from? Like, would you appreciate a compliment like that or not?
I'd appreciate.
Like a
Yeah,
gym fit?
okay. So I
Gym
wear a
fit?
lot of pump covers, so
Yeah.
I love when I get like complimented on that because I know they're pretty cool, but it's also like unisex, so I cannot comprehend like why
Yeah,
a guy would want
okay.
to know.
What
I think it
about
might be
what
weird
about
otherwise.
like something like your hair? You're like, hey, like is that weird? I don't know. Like I'm just thinking.
Well, I
all
would find it
compliments
weird
that's
because
like.
my hair is always the best at the gym.
Do you think it's better for guys to show interest settle interest, or to be more direct about it?
I like both, but I'm a very, very direct person, and I do pride myself on like communication and being pretty honest, because you know honesty is the best policy. So yeah, I would like to like
Yeah, so
have
from
a
the
guy
get-go?
who's direct but with a subtle approach, you know.
Yep. Okay.
So I'd
That's
be
fair.
like, hey, like, you know, I've been seeing you for a while at the gym. I think that you look great, like super amazing form. Would you like to grab a coffee sometime? You know, right? That shows that you have that direct like approach, but you're also pretty sincere in the approach as well.
So what do you think about just meeting a partner in the gym? Because I do think girls and guys, maybe some people. I do think some people just go to the gym to get better physically, maybe mentally as well. So like they don't really want to go to the gym to get hit on.
Yeah.
But some people might not mind it. Like, do you mind getting hit on at the gym, or you just want to be in there just to get better?
Typically, honestly, I suffer from RBF, so that's resting bitch face, and sometimes I honestly just really want to be left alone, like do my own thing.
So it depends.
Yeah,
So it
it
depends.
honestly really depends, and I think it also would depend on girl to girl.
Yeah.
For me, like, yeah, if a guy does want to approach me for like partner, I'd say like suss it out maybe for a couple times.
Read the room.
Yeah,
Read
exactly.
how she's like behaving in the gym. Sometimes you could look
Exactly.
at a girl and be like, okay, I can tell she doesn't want to be approached. Like this girl just wants to be left alone. Headphones on, like she doesn't want to be approached. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's times where that would happen, or if, like, for example, I do find like someone that I'm attracted to, I'll be back away and then I'm walking and I'll make eye contact with them and I'll like smile.
Damn, so subtle. Girls are so subtle.
Then yeah,
This is what
that's
every
like
girl
an
does.
inkling. Yeah, that's an inkling
So you-
that I'd want to
So
like talk to.
most times you would actually just give a guy eye contact or like something that's more subtle than directly approaching them if you're interested.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's what most girls do.
It's
Actually.
it's honestly a
Guy-
very like in-depth question if you go into it, because you don't know like what state that person is mentally, if they are there just to like hammer out their workouts. But yeah, I'd say honestly read the room, and if it's a gym
Yeah,
that you
read
go
the room,
to on a
that's it.
daily basis, then yeah, you have that time to kind of gather yourself and make like subtle looks here and there
Yeah.
to
Yeah, read the room, honestly.
Exactly.
Just be smart, you know? What's your take on guys asking for workout tips or advice as an opener? Like, how would you feel about
As
guys
an
asking you for
opener.
advice? Do you think that's kind of weird? Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like
I
that's
do-
not a way to approach a girl if you're attracted to her asking her for advice. I don't know. It depends on the girl. What do you think?
I honestly think that is a little bit weird. If that's your way of approaching her to get her number because you're intrigued and you're not genuinely interested in knowing how to better your form or
Yeah.
how to work on a certain technique, I'd honestly just go back to just being yourself, be natural, and
Yeah, that's probably
just be
unnatural.
straight
I feel
up.
like most guys go into the unless you look like really good, like you do as well. Maybe there might be some guys that might actually like approach you actually for fitness tips.
Yeah,
You got a good physique, yeah. I can see guys, yeah.
thank you.
But it has to be genuine. Has to be genuine.
It honestly, yeah,
You can
it
tell. You
has
should
to
be able to tell if
genuine.
it's. You should be able to tell if it's genuine. If he's like a skinny, scrawny guy and he sees you in the gym. If I was skinny and scrawny and I just got into the gym and I see you in the gym, I'd approach you for help.
Yeah,
Like
like,
you got good legs. I would actually be like, hey, like, what could I do to get big quads or something? You know,
yeah, how
honestly.
do I get your quads? No, but seriously, honestly, I can't necessarily like speak for other girls because there's some who find that
Exactly.
weird.
Yeah.
But for me, I've been in the fitness industry for so long. Like I'm a coach myself. Like it's okay to approach someone if you need like genuine
Help. Yeah, if
tips
you
on
want to
it.
approach a girl.
Like
yeah.
it really depends on
But that's not
how
a way.
you're verbalizing it.
But I still don't think that's a way to approach a girl if you're attracted to her.
Yeah, if you have like that typical cockiness and it's very like noticeable that you go to
Yeah.
the gym, then yeah, it's a little
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
little bit weird. I will have a little chuckle out of it,
Yeah.
but you know what? If I
Yeah.
have the
It could be a joke. I can see. I
Yeah.
can see that being like
but
you
if
know.
the attraction is reciprocated, it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
like
it could
you'll
be
laugh,
funny. I
you'll
can see it
laugh it
being
off.
funny,
Yeah.
Do you think it's okay for guys to ask you for your number right away? Why or why not?
No, I would
Like
say
the very
right
first
away.
conversation, he asks you for your number.
Oh well, yeah. The first conversation, okay. They mean like right straight off the bat, be like, "Hey, I thought you're cute. Can I get your number?"
Yeah, no, not like that. Not like that. Maybe like have a bit of a conversation first.
Yeah, at least
If
like
the conversation is flowing and she's
you have
like,
to feel it out exactly.
Yeah,
The
then you
flow
can,
of
like, yeah.
conversation, because I think you can really sense someone's demeanor. You can really sense if you guys are gonna hit it off on a date. You know, or like firstly, you're in a gym environment that's super heightened with like testosterone, serotonin.
I do
and
think
all of that.
in general the gym can be a very intimidating place for a girl. So like as a guy approaching a girl in the gym, you have to just be very careful, honestly.
To be honest, I'm so used to being in the
Yeah,
gym
you're different,
environment,
you're different.
but I do
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
there
go to
are
gym
girls
first,
who
yeah.
honestly like are nervous going to the gym. So if you do want to approach a girl and she's a little on the shy side, then definitely be gentle with the
Yeah.
conversation. And then if you want to ask for her number, be like, hey, like, would it be cool if we can exchange numbers? Like,
Yeah.
just honestly, just be chilled about it.
Yeah, you know what?
Don't be too like hard,
You know
like
what?
dead
You know
ass
what?
on.
So I know Sarah for a while now. I know Sarah's been into the gym for a really long time, and I would say Sarah's like a gym girl. You know, she's like in the gym a lot and whatnot. So it all depends on the girl. Like the way she answered these questions could be different for a girl who's just getting into the gym. You know? So yeah, otherwise, knowing you, if I had to think of a way to approach you in the gym, if I was just seeing you, actually no, I wouldn't know what type of person you are, I guess. But this would work on someone like you if I was interested in you.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, like, do you compete? I know you'd love that.
Yeah.
I know you'd love that. I know you'd love
I
that.
actually had that question once.
You'd
I'm like,
love that. I'd be
no,
like,
but
holy shit.
soon.
You'd like, no, because I know you're into competing and you want to do that one day, right? So I feel like
yeah.
you would love that. Holy shit. You'd like fall in love with a guy right away if he tells you that.
Yo, honestly, the guy says that, asks me for coffee, and then gives me sushi. You have
Coffee
my
and
heart.
sushi.
You have my
Alright.
heart. Yo, food, anything that's high protein, caffeine, and you're sweet, we're good.
Thanks for coming to do this video with me, Sarah. She has Instagram and TikTok, but probably follow on Instagram. I'm gonna link her Instagram in the comment section. And yeah, that's it for today's video. And until next time, peace.